Hello friends and welcome to YouTube channel on Engineering Mathematics by Dr. Navneet. Friends, in this video lecture we are learning how to find the inverse Z transformation with the help of binomial expansion. Already in our previous video lecture we learned how to solve the example based on such type of result. That means we solve the example based on the binomial expansion 1 plus x, which is written as 1 plus x raised to minus 1, or 1 upon 1 minus x, which is 1 minus x raised to minus 1. So in our previous video lecture we solved the example based on such type of binomial expansion where the power of this type of term is minus 1. Now in this video lecture we are learning how to solve the example when the power of this term 1 plus x or 1 minus x is greater than 1. So greater than 1. So then for this we require binomial expansion theorem. So before starting with this actual concept, let me first define the concept of inverse Z transformation. We know that if Z transformation of sequence uk is equal to f of z, then we can write inverse Z transformation of f of z as sequence uk. So this is the definition of inverse Z transformation. Now friends, let's try to understand the concept of binomial expansion. So binomial expansion says that x plus y raised to n is equal to x raised to n plus n x raised to n minus 1 y plus n into n minus 1 by 2 factorial x raised to n minus 2 y square and so on up to y raised to n. So here the value of n is positive integer and we are getting n plus 1 term in this expansion. So but everywhere if we take the sum of power of x and y, then that sum is equal and equal to n. So this is the standard binomial expansion theorem. So in particular if we take the x as 1 and y is equal to x, then we get, this is the particular case of this binomial expansion. Again this is also particular case when we choose the middle term as negative. Now friends, here this is again third particular case of this binomial expansion when the power of n is minus. Then this is also particular case of this binomial expansion. So these are the fourth important particular case of this binomial expansion, and its detailed expansion is given here. Now friends, here in particular again if we take power of this n as minus 3, then we get this as 1 plus x raised to minus 3, and which is 1 minus 3x plus 6x square minus 10x cube and so on. In general we can write k term as minus 1 raised to k plus 1 k plus 2 upon 2 factorial x raised to k and so on. So when the middle sign is minus here, so then everywhere we get sign as positive. So when this is 1 plus x, then alternative sign is plus minus plus minus, but if this middle sign is minus, then everywhere we get sign as plus. Now again one more particular case, 1 plus x raised to minus 2, then its expansion is 1 minus 2x plus 3x square minus 4x cube and so on. In general we can write this as minus 1 raised to k plus 1 x raised to k and so on. Again if the middle sign is minus, then we are getting everywhere plus sign. This is the particular case when power of this expansion is minus 2, and we already solved the example based on this result in our previous video lecture. So 1 plus x is there, then alternative sign is plus minus, and if minus is there, then everywhere we get the plus sign. So this is the concept which is related to the binomial expansion of a function. So in our in this video lecture we are solving the example based on this result. So now friends, we know that how to solve the example based on Z transformation. Let me revise the concept of solving the example based on Z transformation. We know that when we solve any example based on Z transformation, then we are first writing the definition of Z transformation. So Z transformation of sequence uk is equal to summation uk z raised to minus k, and this k goes from minus infinity to plus infinity. Then again after expanding this type of term, we get such type of expansion. And generally, this type of expansion is in terms of geometric progression. So this may be in terms of geometric progression, or it may possible that we get the standard expansion of some function. So based on geometric expansion or standard expansion of function, we are writing the sum of this expansion as 1 upon 1 minus r, where mod of r is less than 1. So this mod of r less than 1 indicate the region of convergence. So this is binomial expansion, and this is the method of solving the example with the help of Z transformation. Now friends, in our today's lecture, in this video lecture, we are learning how to find the inverse Z transformation by binomial expansion. And in this video lecture, we are solving the example where the power of this denominator term is more than 1. So now here, first example is find the inverse Z transformation of Z minus a square. Then region of convergence is that mod of Z is less than a, and second of region of convergence is mod of Z is greater than a. So now first we will solve the example based on the first part. So first part is mod of Z is less than a. So now friends, when we are solving any example based on inverse Z transformation, so then this is the way to solve the example based on Z transformation. To solve example based on inverse Z transformation means exactly do the reverse steps. So first find out the region of convergence. Based on region of convergence, find out the sum of the function. So to find the sum of function, try to convert given example into this binomial expansion form or standard form. So after getting standard form or such type of geometric progression sum formula, so try to obtain such type of geometric progression. So then based on Z raised to minus k term, so this Z raised to minus k indicate, so this is Z raised to minus k, and its coefficient uk indicate the value of sequence uk, and according to the inverse Z transformation of given function means sequence uk. So that means to find out the inverse Z transformation means find out the coefficient of Z raised to minus k, and we are getting this coefficient with the help of such type of expansion of a function. That means first find out the region of convergence. So here mod of Z is less than a, so this indicate that Z upon a is less than 1. So this is the region of convergence. Now next step is try to write the given function as sum of a function which is in this form, so that we can easily apply such type of binomial expansion result. So let's denote the given function as f of z, which is 1 upon z minus a its square. Now friends, here please try to understand that, so here a region of convergence is z by a. Our aim is to write down the given function in this form as 1 upon 1 minus r. So here the value of r is z upon a. So try to write this function in terms of z upon a. So we get this as z upon a. So now this is possible when we take the term a common. So if we take a common, then here is power is 2. So we can write this as a square. Then this is z upon a minus 1 its square. Now friends, please try to understand that here we get this term as 1 upon 1 minus r form, but we require the first term as 1, because to use this standard formula everywhere we get first term as 1. Now to get first term as 1, let's reverse the term. So when we reverse this term, then we get this as 1 upon a square, then this is minus 1. So after reversing the term, so minus is common, it's square, then we get this as 1 minus z upon a its square, which is same as, so this is minus 1 raised to 2 means which is plus, so we can write this as 1 upon a square, then 1 minus z upon a raised to minus 2. So after taking in the numerator, so we take this term in the numerator. Now friends, please try to understand that. So here we get the given function in this form, so that we get such type of equation. Now friends, our next requirement is to get such type of expansion of function, which is in geometric progression form or expansion of some standard function. Now friends, try to simplify this term. So we can write this as 1 upon a square as it is, so in bracket. So So now question is that how to simplify this term. So there are two different methods. So to simplify this term, use this result number f, or we may use result number d, or we may use result number 1. So use any one of these three results and try to expand this bracket. Now here we are using this f result. So here now 1 minus x. So where the value of x is z by a. So we can write this result f as 1 minus x raised to minus 2, which is 1 plus 2x plus 3x square plus 4x square and so on. So we are using this result. So we can write this as 1 plus this is 2. So 1 plus 2 into x, value of x is z by a, plus we get this as 3x square, that means this is 3 into z upon a, its square, then we get this as plus 4, this is z upon a, its cube, and so on. So this is the result, 1 plus 2x plus 3x square plus 4x cube and so on. In general, we are writing this as plus, plus k plus 1. So this is k plus 1. Then x raised to k means this is z upon a raised to k plus and so on. So this goes to infinity. Now friends, please try to understand that we use this result number f for middle sign for minus. So because the middle sign is minus and the value of x is z by a. So in this way we get the expansion of this function. So friends, please try to understand that. So while expanding this term, we write the value of z raised to k term, because we are interested in the coefficient of z raised to k, which is uk, and uk indicate the inverse z transformation. So that's why we write this middle term. Now friends, after expanding this term, so outside the bracket we get the term as 1 upon a square. Now take this 1 upon a square to the inner side, we get this as 1 upon a square, then this is plus 2 times, this is z upon a cube, so this is a square into a cube, plus this is 3, this is z square upon, this is a square upon a square, we get this as a raised to 4, plus 4 times, we get this as z cube upon, this is a cube and a square, we get this as a raised to 5, plus and so on, we get this as k plus 1, so this term as it is, then z raised to k also as it is, divided by, so here power is a raised to k and this is a square, so we can write this as a raised to k plus 2 and so on. So in this way we get the expansion of this term after taking this 1 upon a square to the inside the bracket. Now friends, please again try to understand that. So we get such type of expansion of function, but our main interest is to get the value of z raised to minus k. Now please try to understand that here we get the value of z raised to k. So after replacing k by minus k, we get such type of coefficient of z raised to minus k. So now here try to understand that. Therefore coefficient of z raised to k equal to, this is k plus 1 upon a raised to k plus 2. This is the coefficient of z raised to k. Now here summation goes from minus infinity to plus infinity. Now question is that how to find the value of k, or how to find the condition on k. So for this, in general, put the value of k in this k term in such a way that we get first term as 1 upon a square, second term as 2 times z upon a cube plus 3 times this term is z square upon a raised to 4 and so on. So that means in particular put the value of k in such a way that we get such type of term. Now this is possible when we put k is equal to 0. So when we put k is equal to 0, so then we get first term as 1 upon a square. Then if we put k is equal to 1, then we get this as 1 plus 1 2, then z raised to 1 upon a raised to 3. That means next value of k is 1. So this term is possible when we put k is equal to 2. So 2 plus 1 3 and so on. So that means value of k goes from 0 to infinity, we may write this as k is greater than or equal to 0. So this is the simple way to write down the condition on k. Now friends, here we get the value of coefficient of z raised to k, but to get the inverse z transformation, we require the value of coefficient of z raised to minus k. So replace k by minus k. So therefore coefficient of z raised to minus k equal to, that means replace k by minus k, that means multiply by minus. So we can write this as minus k plus 1 upon a raised to minus k plus 2. Then when we multiply by minus, then this inequality will get changed. So in this way we get the value of coefficient of z raised to k, and we know that coefficient of z raised to minus k indicate the value of uk. Uk means sequence, and which is the value of inverse z transformation. So therefore we can write the inverse z transformation of f of z, which is same as inverse z transformation of value of f of z is 1 upon z minus a its square, and which is the value of, according to the definition of inverse Z transformation, we can write this as sequence uk, and this value is minus k plus 1 upon a raised to minus k plus 2, where k is less than or equal to 0. So friends, this is the first region of convergence where value of mod of z is less than a. So now in particular we may put the value of a as 1. We get another example. In particular, if we put this as 1 upon z minus 1 its square, we get one particular case. In particular, if we put a is equal to 2, then we get this as 1 upon z minus 2 its square. If we put a is equal to 3, then we get this as 3, and so on. So there are n number of possible examples are there after replacing a by 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So such type of particular cases we are getting when we replace a by 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So now friends, this is the first region of convergence. Now let's try to solve the example based on this second region of convergence. Now friends, second region of convergence. So second region of convergence is mod of z is greater than a. So but we require here the value of mod of z, mod of r less than 1. That means region of convergence. So we can write this as z upon a is greater than 1. After taking reciprocal, we get this as a upon z its modulus is less than 1. So this is the value of r, where value of r is a by z. So this is the region of convergence. Now let's write down the given function as f of z. So this is just a notation to denote the given function, and this given function is 1 upon z minus a its square. Now friends, try to understand that we are writing this function in terms of 1 upon 1 minus r, where the value of r is a by z. That means write down denominator in terms of a by z form. So this a by z form is possible when we take the term z common. That means this is 1 minus a by z its square. Here we are taking the term z square common. Here we take the term z common because we require value of r as a by z. So this is a by z. After taking z common, we get this as 1 minus a by z in its square. Now friends, here directly we get this example in our standard form, because in standard form we get first term as 1. Now we can rewrite this as 1 upon z square, then 1 minus a upon z raised to minus 2. Now friends, this is directly in our standard form. So standard form is 1 minus x raised to minus 2. 1 minus x raised to minus 2, where the value of x is here a by z. So we can write this as 1 plus 2x plus 3x square plus 4x cube, and so on. So such type of expansion formula we are using this. Or it may possible that to use this formula b or formula number 1 for binomial expansion. Now here we are using this formula number f. So here we can write this as 1 upon z square as it is. So if we expand with the help of this formula number f, then we get this as 1 plus 2 time x, value of x is a by z, plus next term is 3 time x square. So x square means this is a by z its square, plus next value is 4x cube. So we can write this as a upon z its cube and so on. But our main interest is to get the value of coefficient of z raised to minus k. So in general we can write this as k plus 1 then x raised to k. So value of x raised to k is here a by z raised to k plus and so on. So such type of expansion we are getting here. Now friends, after expanding this term, so take this term 1 upon z square to the inner side. So we get this as 1 upon z square plus this is 2a upon z into z square. We get this as z cube plus this is 3. Then this is a square upon this is z square upon z square. We get this as z raised to 4 plus this is 4. Then a cube upon this is z cube and z square. We get this as z raised to 5 and so on. So in general we can write this as k plus 1. So this is the value of k plus 1. Then we can write this as a raised to k upon. So here we get the value of power of z as z raised to k, and this is z square. We get this as z raised to k plus 2 and so on. So here friends, please try to understand that when we take the term 1 upon z square to the inner side, then here power of z becomes z raised to k plus 2. But this is not our interest. Our interest is to find out the coefficient of z raised to minus k, which is the value of sequence uk. Now here we get the power of z as k plus 1. Now take previous two term. Then we may write previous two term as, so replace previous one term. So we get this as k, then a raised to k minus 1 upon z raised to k plus 1. So then previous to this term we get this as k minus 1 a raised to k minus 2 upon z raised to k. So we just take the previous two terms. So now here we get the power of z as k, and that is our interest. That's why we take previous two term. Then we can write this expansion as 1 upon z square plus 2a upon z cube plus 3a square upon z raised to 4 and so on. Then in general we can write this as k minus 1 a raised to k minus 2 upon z raised to k plus k a raised to k minus 1 upon z raised to k plus 1 plus this is k plus 1 a raised to k z raised to k plus 2 and so on. So in this way we can rewrite this term. So instead of getting this term, so we write here as z raised to k because that is our interest. Now friends, here again try to write the coefficient of z raised to minus k here. So if we write the coefficient of z raised to minus k, then we get this as coefficient of z raised to minus k. In previous example we get the value of coefficient of z raised to k. Now here z raised to k is in the denominator. We can take this in the numerator, so we get this as z raised to minus k, and that is our requirement. So this coefficient is k minus 1. So this coefficient is k minus 1 a raised to k minus 2. Now again our aim is to find out the value of k, where k goes from. So now here in this kth term, so put the value of k in such a way that we get this as the first term. Put the value of k in such a way that we get this as the value of second term, third term and so on. So then here in particular if we put k is equal to 2. So here in particular if we put k is equal to 2, then we get this as z raised to 2, then a raised to 2 minus 2 is 0, that means 1, then 2 minus 1 is 1. So this is possible when k is equal to 2. Now this term is possible when we put k is equal to 3. 2 plus, so this is 3, then this is 2. That means this is possible when k is equal to 1. So sorry, here we are writing this as, so this is 2 because we are putting in the kth term. So this term is possible when we put k is equal to 2, then this is possible when k is equal to 3, then this is possible when k is equal to 4, and so on up to infinity. That means in general we can write this as k is greater than or equal to 2. Therefore we can write the inverse z transformation of given function f of z as inverse z transformation of 1 upon value of f of z is, this is z minus a its square, and which is the value of sequence uk according to the definition of inverse z transformation, and its value is this is k minus 1 then a raised to k minus 2, where k is greater than or equal to 2. So now friends, this is the example where we take the region of convergence as mod of z is greater than a. In examination you will get either this case or this case, first case or second case. Again, in particular here the value of f of z is z minus a. In particular, if we put a is equal to 1, then we get this as z minus 1 its square. Again, in particular, if we put a is equal to 5, then we get this as z minus 5 its square, and so on. That means after putting particular value for a, we get different type of example. Now friends, this is the first example with two region of convergence. Now let's take the second example. Now friends, second example is find the inverse z transformation of 1 upon z minus 5 its cube if region of convergence is mod of z is greater than 5 and second region of convergence is mod of z is less than 5. Now friends, here power of this term is 3. So now first we will solve this example for the region of convergence mod of z is greater than 5. According to our region of convergence condition, we are interested in mod of r is less than 1, so we can write this as z upon 5 is greater than 1. This indicates that after taking reciprocal of this term, we get this as 5 upon z is less than 1. Now next step is that write down the given function as 1 upon 1 minus r form, so that we can apply this result easily. So now let's denote the given function as f of z, and which is 1 upon, this is z minus 5 its cube. This is the given function, z minus 5 its cube. Now friends, here the value of r is 5 by z, so try to write the value of denominator as 5 by z. So after writing this value as 5 by z, that means take the term z common, we get this as 1 minus 5 by z its cube. Now here we take z common, that's why its power is z cube. Now directly this example is in our standard form where the first term is 1. So that's why there is no need to interchange the first and second term. So we may directly write this as 1 upon z cube, then 1 minus, this is 5 upon z raised to minus 3. So in this way we write the given example in this form. So now friends, here this example, this equation or this term is in the form of 1 minus x raised to minus 3. So this equation or this formula number e is applicable. Its expansion is 1. So here minus is the middle sign. So 1 plus 3x plus 6x square plus 10x cube and so on. So this formula is applicable. That means result e is applicable to expand this term. So we can rewrite this as 1 upon z cube. Then in bracket we get this as first term as 1 plus next term is 3. So 1 plus 3 into x, where the value of x is 5 by z. So we can write this as 5 by z plus next is 6x square. So we can write this as 6 5 upon z its square plus next value is 10x cube. So we can write this as 10 5 by z its cube and so on. In general, we can write here middle sign is minus, so that's why in general we can write this as plus. Then this is k plus 1, so this term is k plus 1. Then next term is k plus 2 divided by 2 into x raised to k. X raised to k means this is 5 by z raised to k and so on. So such type of expansion we are getting. Now friends, here please try to understand that here 1 upon z cube is common. Now take this 1 upon z cube to the inner side so that we get such type of expansion, or this equation is in geometric progression form or some standard equation form. So after taking this 1 upon z cube to the inner side, we get this as 1 upon z cube plus 3 into 5. So this is 3 into 5. Then we can write this as upon, this is z into z cube, we write this as z raised to 4, plus this is 6 into, this is 5 square, z square into z cube, we can write this as z raised to 5, plus this is 10, then 5 cube upon z cube upon z cube, we get this as z raised to 6 and so on. In general, we can write this as k plus 1, then k plus 2 divided by 2, then this is 5 raised to k upon z raised to k and z raised to 3, we get this as z raised to k plus 3. But friends here this is z term. But friends, our interest is to find out the coefficient of z raised to minus k, which is inverse z transformation of given function. Now here we get the value of z raised to k plus 3 term. That is not our interest. So if we try to write the previous two term, then previous term is k, then k plus 1 upon 2. Then we can write this as 5 raised to k minus 1 upon z raised to k plus 2. Then previous to this, we write this as k minus 1, then this is k upon 2, then 5 raised to, this is k minus 2 upon z raised to k plus 1. Then again one more step, we can write this as k minus 2, then this is k minus 1, then 5 raised to k minus 3, then upon z raised to k. So we are getting such type of previous term. So if we try to rewrite this, then we get this as 1 upon z cube plus 3 into 5, 1 upon z raised to 4 plus 6 5 square upon z raised to 5 and so on. So in general we get this as k minus 2, then this is k minus 1 upon 2, this is upon 2 is there, so this is upon 2, so here is middle sign is plus. Then we get this as 5 raised to k minus 3 upon z raised to k, plus next term is k minus 1, then this is k upon 2, then 5 raised to k minus 2 upon z raised to k plus 1 and so on. That means our interest is to get the value of z raised to k. So to get the coefficient of z raised to minus k. Now here, so please try to understand that here coefficient of z raised to minus k equal to, after taking this z raised to k to the numerator, we get this as z raised to minus k. So this coefficient is k minus 2, then this is k minus 1 upon 2 into 5 raised to k minus 3. So this is the value of coefficient of z raised to minus k. Now again to find the condition on k, so here please try to understand that. So in this kth term, put the value of k in such a way that we get this as the first term. So now here this is possible when we put k is equal to 3. Straightforward, this is z raised to k and this is z cube, that means k is equal to 3. So then this is 3 minus 2 is 1. That means this is 1 into, this is 3 minus 1 is 2, so this is 2 upon 2, so this is will get cancelled and we get this as 1 into 5 raised to 3 minus 3 is 0. So that's why this term is possible when we put k is equal to 3. Again if we put k is equal to 4, then this becomes 4 minus 2 is 2, 4 minus 2 is 2, 4 minus 1 is 3, divided by 2, these 2 will get cancelled, so we get this as term 3. Then this is 5 raised to 4 minus 3, that means 1, that means 5 raised to 1, 1 upon z raised to 4. That means next value of k is 4 and so on. That means here the value of k is greater than or equal to 3. So here we get the value of z raised to minus k coefficient. So coefficient of z raised to minus k indicate the value of sequence uk, and uk indicate the inverse z transformation. So therefore we can write the inverse z transformation of given function as sequence uk, and this value is k minus 2, k minus 1 upon 2 into 5 raised to k minus 3 for k is greater than or equal to 3. So now here friends we solve the example based on the first region of convergence. Now let's try to solve the example based on this second region of convergence. Now friends, second region of convergence is B. So second region of convergence is that mod of z is less than 5. So this indicates that z upon 5 is less than 1. So which is same as that of the value of mod of r is less than 1. Now friends, let's denote the given function f as f of z, which is 1 upon z minus 5 its cube, so that we can write this as 1 upon, so now here value of r is z upon 5. That means in denominator we require this as z upon 5 term. So value of r is z upon 5. So then z upon 5 is the first term, and this is possible when we take the term 5 common from denominator. So then 5 into z upon 5 minus 1 its cube. So here also we get the value of power of 5 as 3. Now here friends we get this term, but here first term is z by 5 minus 1, but to use the standard result we required first term as 1. So let's reshuffle the term. So after reshuffling this term we get this as 5 cube, then after taking minus common we get this as minus 1 its cube, then this is 1 minus z upon 5 raised to 3, so we can write this as minus. So minus 1 cube means minus, this is 1 upon 5 cube, then 1 minus, this is z upon 5, z upon 5 raised to minus 3, or moreover we can write this as minus 1 upon 5 cube, then 1 minus z upon 5 raised to minus 3. So now friends, try to expand this term. So this is minus 1 upon 5 as it is. Now if we try to simplify this term, 1 minus z by 5 it's raised to minus 3 with the help of this equation or this formula number E, then we get this as, here middle sign is minus, so minus sign is there, so we can write everywhere plus. So first term is 1 plus 3 into x. So value of x is z by 5, so we get this as z by 5. Then next value is 6, so we can write this as 6 z upon 5 its square, plus next value is 10, so we can write this as 10 z upon 5 its cube, and so on. So in general we are interested in the kth term, so we can write this as k plus 1, then this is k plus 2 upon 2, then x raised to k. So value of x is z upon 5 raised to k, and so on. So this is k plus 1, k plus 2 upon 2, then z upon 5 its cube, and so on. So now friends, here we get this expansion with the help of this standard result E. Now let's take this 1 upon 5 cube to the inner side. So we get this as minus as it is. Then this is 1 upon 5 cube plus 3 into z 5 raised to 4. Power of this 5 is increasing by 1. Then next is 6. Then this is z square upon z square into z cube. This is z raised to 5. Then plus this is 10 z cube upon z 5 cube and 5 cube, that means this is 5 raised to 6, and so on. We get this as k plus 1, this is k plus 2 upon 2, then this is z raised to k upon, this is 5 raised to k and 5 cube, we get this as 5 raised to k plus 3, 5 raised to k plus 3. But here try to understand that coefficient we required is z raised to k, or we require the coefficient of z raised to minus k and so on. Now directly we get this as the coefficient of z raised to k. So therefore we can write coefficient of z raised to k equal to, so this is minus sign, so then this term is k plus 1, then this is k plus 2 upon 2 into 1 upon 5 raised to k plus 3. Now friends, here we are getting this coefficient. Now in particular, put the value of k in such a way that we get this as the first term, this as the second term, this as the third term, and so on. So here 5 raised to 3 term is there. So here 5 raised to k plus 1 term is there. That means in particular put k is equal to 0. In particular, if we put k is equal to 0, and this is 1, 2. So this is 1, this is 2, then 2. So these two will get cancelled. Then z raised to 0 means 1. We get this as term, and this is possible when k is equal to 0. Then put k is equal to 1. We get this term. So put k is equal to 2 and so on up to infinity. So that means in general we can write this as k is greater than or equal to 0. Now here friends, try to understand that we get the coefficient of z raised to plus k, but we are interested in the value of z raised to minus k coefficient. So therefore we can write coefficient, of z raised to minus k equal to, so this is minus, and this is minus k plus 1, then this is minus k plus 2 upon 2, then 1 upon 5 raised to minus k plus 3, then this k is less than or equal to 0. So because after multiplying by minus sign, so this inequality sign will get changed. Now friends, this is the value of coefficient of z raised to minus k. So therefore we can write inverse z transformation of given function f of z is equal to sequence uk, because coefficient of z raised to minus k, coefficient of z raised to minus k is uk, and uk indicate the inverse z transformation. So that's why this value is minus time minus k plus 1 minus k plus 2 upon 2 into 1 upon, or we may write this as 5 raised to minus k plus 3, where k is less than or equal to 0. Or we may take this 5 to the numerator, so that we get this as 5 raised to k minus 3. So now friends, this is the second example where we discuss this example with two region of convergence. After solving these two important example, I hope your concept is clear. Now let's take some example for your practice purpose. So friends, for testing your knowledge, so total 4 examples are given. So first example is that 1 upon z minus 1 its square, region of convergence is mod of z is less than 1 and mod of z is greater than 1. So this is the answer of first, this is the answer of second. Now next is 1 upon z minus 5 its square, this is the region of convergence and this is the answer. So friends, here please try to understand that here we are solving the example when the power of this denominator term is greater than 1. So this is the second example, third example and fourth example. So for each and every example, so two region of convergence are given, and here also answer is provided for your information. So friends, I hope you people like this lecture. So thanks to one and all for watching this video. Thank you.